Ile-Ife.
Okay, sir.
Although it's not my hometown, but I've been in Ife for 51 years.
51 years?
Yes, I've been in Ife for 51 years.
Oh.
I'm from Obaile.
Okay.
In this Osun State,
Okay.
Obaile is near Osogbo.
Okay.
I'm the Balogun of Obaile. My name is Gabriel Kola Oyewo. I am a retired associate professor of theater arts. Like I said, I'm the Balogun of Obaile, a high chief, one of the kingmakers at Obaile. But I reside in Ile-Ife here after my retirement. When I retired at the Obafemi Awolowo University, I went to work at the Redeemers University when it was located at Mowe.
Okay.
I was there for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Vice Chancellor of Ekiti State University at that time, Professor Dipo Aina, saw me at the Redeemers University and said, Kola, what are you doing here? I said, I'm HOD Theater Art. He said, we want to start a theater art department at Ekiti State University. Please come and join us. That was how I left the Redeemers University and I went to Ekiti State University to start the theater arts department. I was the pioneer head of department. I was there from 2014 to 2018. I graduated the first set of students that were admitted, and then I moved on to Ilaramokin, Elizade University. I was at Elizade University from 2018 to 2021. September 2021, that was when I came home to roost.
So how has it been, sir? All this being part of the pioneering efforts here and there.
Yes, when you are doing a job that you enjoy, that you are not, that it is not condition that brought you to the type of job, that it is what you intend to do, you don't find it difficult. You find it interesting because the interest is there already. So you find it interesting and you enjoy it. Such like I enjoy acting because I was acting since my early life. The first job I laid my hand on in my life was acting.
How, sir? How did you happen?
In January 1964, after leaving the secondary modern school in December 1963, I joined the Oyewo Theater at Osogbo in January 1964 and started performing on stage, on television, radio play, the Atoka, and the rest of it. After 9 years, I decided to move forward and I came to join the University of Ife Theater at Oriolokun Cultural Center. The man who brought me is no more. Uncle Boyega Ajayi was the one who brought me from Osogbo to come and join the University of Ife Theater.
Okay, sir.
The base was at the Oriolokun Cultural Center, Arubidi, Ile-Ife. At that time, it was after the completion of the Institute of African Studies building on main campus that we moved from Oriolokun to the main campus. And Olarotimi was our director. We have two other directors, one for music, the other one for dance. The one for dance was an Oyewo woman, a white woman, Peggy Harper of blessed memory, and the one for music was Professor Akin Yuba. But Olarotimi was the executive director. We moved down to the Obafemi Awolowo to the University of Ife, and then Rotimi left, and Soyinka came. Soyinka became the head of department and director of the University of Ife Theatre. At that time, the head of department is also the executive director of the University Theatre. So when Rotimi left, Soyinka became the head of department and director of the University of Ife Theatre, and life went on. I had the opportunity of taking the certificate in dramatic arts.
Okay.
We were the first set. The University Theatre group members were used to test run the department when it was formed in 1977. It was a one-year course. We called it Certificate in Dramatic Arts. So after the one-year course, those of us who had the prerequisite for degree entered the degree. But those of us who did not have, we remained in the theater and continued our work until very, very late, when the opportunity came and I took another certificate in Yoruba oral literature. And then I took GCE, combined 5 O-level subjects with those 2 certificates, and was admitted into 200 level. There I was in the same class with my son, Adeyemi. Adeyemi entered at 100 level and I joined them at 200 level. After the first degree, I went on to do the masters at the University of Ibadan and also the PhD. And I joined the academic staff until my retirement.
So how did you feel being in school with your son at that time? What was the feeling like?
It was all like a joke. The 3 years just passed, and before we knew it, we had the degree. Some of my colleagues some of them were mocking me that you and your son, you are in the same class. Some of them turned it to a joke, so we joked with it that you and your son, you are in the same class. And because I knew where I was going, I didn't let that bother me.
And what was your relationship like, sir, with all the legends of that period? Many of them were also around the southwest, Ibadan.
You mean
all the big names of that time?
the professionals
Yes,
in
the
theater industry?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, our relationship had been very cordial since I was at Oyewo Theater, and it remains cordial when I became an academician, and I continued to attend film locations. We share jokes, we share experiences, We talk, we share family problems and the rest of it. So there were some of them who I was with together with in Oyadejobi Theatre, such as Alhaji Karim Adepoju, Baba Wande, who were the Oyadejobi Theatre together before I left for Ife. And then some other friends, the late Olofaina, the late Ogun Majek, and Fokoko. The rest of them, we are still together. Samson, Samson, calling me Gripa because of the role he played when he was with the Ishola Ogun Shola Theatre. So the rapport has been there and it continues to be there. They still invite me for their performances, for their productions. And even when I was on active service, they knew how to do it in such a way that it would not affect my job. They will make my own shooting to fall within the weekends and when I'm on leave and the rest of it. So we had cordial relationship.
And you had an advantage that you were able to balance both the theory and the practice. How did this help you as a professional?
Yes. You see, at the Oyadejobi Theatre, the popular Yoruba traveling theatre, we started with improvisation. But when I came to the University of Ife Theatre, I started acting in plays that are written, that are published. In fact, we used to premiere Rotimi's plays before being published. So also with Soyinka, we will perform, we do the premiere of his play, and then you will notice the where he needs to do some amendment before he went to press. And that is why any playwright who has the opportunity of a professional theater, of working with a professional theater, had an edge above those who do not have the opportunity. It is not as the play is written that they are published. It is after we have performed it several times that then it goes to press. So I enjoyed that. It was an experience, and all the experience I garnered while in that process made it easier for me when I had the opportunity of studying dramatic art. All what I had known in practice, I started studying the theory, and it makes it very easier for me.
So one can safely say that you started your theater art on stage performance and all of that.
Yes, stage performance. At that time, when I started with the Oyadejobi Theatre, it was like an opera. We sing or chant our lines. We didn't say our lines like it obtains nowadays.
Okay.
You want an example
Yes,
of
sir.
where
Yes, sir. The way it goes there.
our most popular play at that time was Orogun Adedigba,
Okay.
written by Baba Oyadejobi. The lead role, after opening glee, we will sing the opening glee, a kind of narration of what the play is about. And then the lead role will come on stage and introduce himself. mo kí yín gbogbo ènìyàn ọlọ́lá gbajúmọ̀ orúkọ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ foríjì mí o ẹni tó mọ̀ mí kó tún mi wò ẹni kò mọ̀ mí kó máa gbọ́ èmi ládégbìndín ọmọ ọba dàńsákì èmi lọkọ ládèbó èmi lọkọ ṣẹ́gilọ́lá èmi lọkọ àwẹ̀lé olóṣùnlẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àbójú fọkọ mọ́ra ẹni tó mọ̀ mí kó tún mi wò ẹni kò mọ̀ mí kó máa gbọ́ èmi ládégbìndín ọmọ ọba dàńsákì. And the wife will come on stage and kneel down and greet their husband. Olówó mi gbà mí jọ̀wọ́ dákun fà mí mọ́ra o fẹnu kò mí lẹ́nu èmi ní tìrẹ látòwúrọ̀ títí dọjọ́ alẹ́ ó dá mi lójú kò sóhun tí ó gbà ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mi lọ́fọ̀kànbalẹ̀ kò sóhun tó lè gbà mí lọ́wọ́ rẹ ọmọ ọba Adégbìndín and so on and so forth. And the two other wives will come. Ọkọ wa kú òwúrọ̀ olówó orí wa ẹ kú ìdájí o lọ́jọ́ òní o ojúmọ́ tún mọ́ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba àwa forí balẹ̀ fún ọ o ká tó jáde lọ ìbà orí adé ọmọ ọba dàńsákì àjúbà rẹ o ká ṣòwò ká bóde pàdé kájé owó gbá wa àwa ń lọ o ó dìgbà ọkọ wa. That was the system. The friends will come, they will sing or chant. But when we started performing for WNTV, WNBS, it was the director then, the late Sam Adegbiye of WNTV, WNBS, who said we had to change. He came to watch our play because before the production on television at Ibadan. At that time, at the time I'm talking about, there was no recording facility. The director will come to watch our play and then we park ourselves in our bus, in our Bolekaja. I want to remember the name we used to call it. Then we go to Ibadan and perform live. We will be performing and people at home will be seeing it. No facility for recording. So he came to watch our play and we started. We first gave him the opening glee. We danced. We danced what we used to call cabaret dance. We sang, we danced, and then Adegbede came on stage and took his lines, the song that I rendered just now, and the Oyewo, the everybody. And then the man said, all right, when are you going to start the play? Oga said, it's the play that we have been doing after the opening. Can't you see the characters coming in and saying, He said, well, for television, we are not going to accept that from you. What you are doing is opera. We want to do real drama. And that was why he said we should limit singing to opening glee and closing glee. The rest, we have to say it. It lessened the responsibility, the duty of the leader. We call our leader composer because he composes we didn't call him playwright. He called him composer. So his burden were lessened because he didn't have to compose all the lines into song. We just give us the synopsis, and we had to manufacture our own lines. Being that we have been doing it before, we didn't find it difficult. The Baba one day and Oga's wives and the rest of it, we do fine productions all over the place. We tour Ekiti, Kwara. We even went as far as the eastern states, Nsukka, Port Harcourt, and the north. We went as far as Kano, producing and performing our plays. And after 9 years, I thought I should move forward. And I came to, and Uncle Bega brought me to Ife to join the University of Ife Theatre, where we didn't have to do opera. If we want to do opera, we would do opera. But the rest of it, we had to memorize our lines from scripted plays. And my first experience was my role as Odewale in The Gods Are Not to Blame. So I played Odewale in The Gods Are Not to Blame more than any other person in this world. From 1974 to year 2000, when Olarotimi died, I was playing the role. And so many other performances, dance drama, a kind of opera mixed with dance drama of Baluaye, and the rest of it. Then, when the opportunity came, Soyinka took us to America in 1980. He took us to the troop to America in 1980 to do Biko's inquest. There was this the Black Theatre Arts Festival, and Soyinka was to direct Biko's inquest, and they took us to America. We were in America. I was in America for the first time in 1980, and we did a performance at Lincoln Center. That Lincoln Center, there are 11 theaters where performances can go on simultaneously without one disturbing the other. Very large place. So I had another opportunity of going to perform in America with Soyinka's sister, Professor Folabo Ajayi, took us with a dance drama to America. That was in 1982. And that was how we went on until when the opportunity to study theatre arts came, and I became a member of the academic staff.
So I'm interested in this aspect of memorizing lines. How easy was it at that time? Because I could recollect how you sang practically all the, and it's still in your memory up till now.
You see,
I'm wondering, how do you?
I still have some Odewale's lines in my head after since year 2000 that we did it last. I still have it there because you see, when you are doing something constantly, you get used to it. It becomes part of you. It becomes part of you. Even when you are woken up, oh yeah, get up. You are ready. You are ready to do it. Because you have the talent and you had the opportunity of learning, studying the art. Because if you don't have the talent, nobody can teach you anything. For example, singing. If you don't have a good voice, nobody can teach you how to sing. You can be a good songwriter, but if you don't have the right song to deliver the song, you cannot be a good singer.
Because
Yeah.
at the time you started off, every actor, so called, would have to be able to sing and dance.
Mhm.
So would it be taught, or is it also something natural that comes?
At the audition at that time, if you if you come for audition, they will test you on what we call audition is getting you trying to know what you can do. Put you on stage, ask you to sing. If you sing any song, they will know whether you have the talent to sing, whether you can maintain a particular rhythm, whether you have good voice. Then they will beat drum for you and ask you to dance. If you dance very well, they will know that this one will be easier, will be very easy to teach how to dance. Then they will ask you to act, tell you a story, or send somebody to come and meet you on stage and do some kind of dialogue with you. That was how we were auditioned before being employed as trainee actors at Tony Adejobi Theatre. If you don't have any of those talent, you cannot sing, you cannot dance, you cannot play drum, you are not going to be employed. They called us trainee actors at that time. So we were employed, we were being trained, we call it on the job training. We are being paid. And those that were training us at that time, still alive now. The manager of Adejobi Theatre when I joined was Baba Lere Paimon, who is still living. He was the manager of Adejobi Theatre at that time. And when he left, I started taking all the roles that he was taking when he was with us. I was understudying him because I got so much interested in the way he did things. I was his understudy. The moment he left Adejobi to join the Drola Depot Theatre, I started taking all the roles that he used to take, because the man had a very good talent in singing, good voice, and he can chant everything. So that was how they got us trained, and we were being paid.
Talking about lines, sir. I grew up to, as a young guy, I grew up to one of my favorite movies then.
Your what?
Favorite movies.
Movies,
Shaworide.
Shaworide.
And then your delivery, your performance actually was wow. Can you still remember some of the lines there? Especially when you asked
yes, I can still remember some of the lines.
Some of these lines.
When Lapite has been chosen to be the Oba, he was preparing and he had what he wanted to do in mind, and he was writing a letter to send to a particular girl that he wants to snatch from the original suitor. He was writing the letter, and the first wife comes in and he hides the things. Then that one talk, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ oyè tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí o, a láti mú aṣọ tèmi àti ẹ láti yàtọ̀ o, mo ti gbọ́, máa lọ. Ìgbà tó lọ tán, Balógun wa ń béèrè wípé dá olórí lóhùn ni, àbí kí ló dé tẹ̀ dá olórí lóhùn bẹ́ẹ̀, ta lólórí, ta ni ó múrú àbàtì àlàpà àgbààgbà tí ẹ̀sìn rí ojúmọ́ dẹ̀ bá ń lọ sáàfin gbà lọ bá fún Tinúọlá ní kó pàdé mi láàfin. Then nígbà tí àwọn ìjòyè kan wá nígbà tí ìlú ń dàrú tí àwọn èèyàn ń protest nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bí Lápítẹ́ bó ṣe ń tẹ́jú lẹ̀, bó ṣe ń kó gbogbo owó náà, tí gbogbo igi tí wọ́n ń tà tí owó ò mọ bọ́ sí àpò ìjọba, àwọn Lápítẹ́ wá ránṣẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn baálẹ̀ ìgbèríko wọ́n wá dé. Ẹ̀yin baálẹ̀ ìranù náà kọ́ yìí, tó ṣe pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín àlòkù ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ní yín, tá a rò wípé bá a bá gbé yín sípò mọ̀ ṣe dáadáa, àwa fi yín joyè àwòdì, lè gbádìí ẹ wà ní gbogbo ibẹ̀ yẹn, gbogbo nǹkan burúkú ṣẹlẹ̀ ní gbèríko yín, ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè wọ̀nyí. Ìkànnì wọn wá dáhùn, wọ́n wá ń kùn, ó ní ta ló sọ̀rọ̀? Ó ní òun ọmọ ọlọ́tọ̀ ni. Ọmọ àlè ni òun yìí sọ ọmọ àlè o, ó yìí sọ ọmọ àlè. Sájẹ́ǹtì ọlọ́pàá bá lọ mú, wọ́n gbé kíyàn máa lọ sátìmọ́lé ń tiẹ̀ kó lọ sáà lẹ́wọ̀n. Ta ni tó sọ ọmọ àlè inú yín? Gbogbo wọn kàn dákẹ́ ni, gbogbo wọn dákẹ́. Àbí ẹni tó lóun yìí sọ ọmọ àlè náà ń gbé lọ. Bàbá jọmọ àlè, bá àjọmọ àlè, ẹ jẹ́ á fi síkùn, ẹ mọ̀ jẹ́ kí a kàn fira wa jìyà lásán, gbogbo wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Ìgbà tí Adéọba tí àwọn tọ́ọ̀gì tán wá já Adéọba gbà níbi tán ti ń ṣayẹyẹ, tí gbogbo ẹ̀ dàrú, ó wá ní ẹ̀yin ìjòyè, bí Adéọba ò bá fi padà dáàfin ní àtòní lọ títí di ìtàdógún, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ni ó lọ sí o, lílọ sí wàá pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ báyìí. Ẹlòmíì ó fi lélẹ̀ yóò gbọ̀nà àtìmọ́, ẹlòmíì ó fayé lẹ̀ yóò gbọ̀nà ọ̀run lọ. Èmi Lápítẹ́ mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, n ò yọ sọ. Wọ́n bá ní bàbá tẹ́ ní á pè wá, ó ti dé. Ṣé níbi tẹ́ fi sí ni wọ́n ti bá sọ̀rọ̀? Kíni tí ẹ mọ̀ sẹ́yìn èròjòyè ìranù báyìí? Kó wọlé ni bàbá Amawomaro bá wọlé. Ẹni bàbá ẹ mọ̀ tí ń lọ abẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ní àbá àti gbọ́n náà nù. Àwa náà torí pé ẹ̀ dáa ni, ẹ̀yin alábòsí, pẹ́ mọ̀ ibi tí Àyàngalú wà, ibọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ni. Ìgbò kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ìgbà tí wọ́n tún fọ́n ìwé kiri tí wọ́n fi ń kọ̀wé nípa gbogbo ìwà burúkú tó bá ń hù, tó ń fọ́n ìwé yẹn kiri, àwọn ọba wa rí, ó wá gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn kan, ó wá kó, ó pe àwọn ìjòyè rẹ̀ jọ, ó ní ẹ wò ó, ní ògiri mú yín ni àwọn kan ti ń kọrú ìwé yìí, tẹ́ẹ̀sì mọ́ ti ń lọ. Ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá gbà kó kà fún wa. Ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá wa ń kà wípé ó kọ́kọ́ wojú àwọn ìjòyè pé ní tí wọ́n kọ síbí sóṣe kà báyìí, ó wojú wọn. Ìkànnì wọn ní ká ó bá ní ọba ìyá lọ́ba tá a ní, gbogbo owó igi ló ń kó sápò ara rẹ̀. Ìyàwó oníyàwó ó gbàjà ìwé gbà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ gbogbo kò jẹ́ kó kà yẹn délẹ̀ pé ìyàwó oníyàwó ó jàgbà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Bàbá tó kọ ìwé yẹn orí rẹ̀ pé gan, Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Akínwùmí Ìṣọ̀lá, kọ́lọ́hún ó fọ̀run kẹ́, ó gbọ́ Yorùbá, ó sì máa gbé kalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Ìgbà tí ó sì fẹ́ ṣe eré yẹn, ó sọ fún Túndé Kèlání wípé àwọn tó wà nífẹ̀ẹ́ lòun fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá òun ṣe eré yẹn o, òun ò fẹ́ àwọn ará Èkó o tí wọ́n mọ̀ sọ mí dẹ̀ o. Nígbà well you see, òun ò fẹ́ nínú eré òun o, ẹni tó lè sọ Yorùbá pọ́nbélé ni o. Túndé Kèlání òun àti ẹ̀ wá sífẹ̀. Nígbà tó yẹ pé Ifẹ̀ náà lájọ wà tẹ́lẹ̀ àti bàbá Akínwùmí Ṣọlá yẹn professor ní nífẹ̀ẹ́ kó tó fẹ̀yìntì àwa ló wá fi ṣàwájọ àwa tá a wà ní Awo Varsity Theatre ni a fi wá lọ sábẹ́kúta láti lọ ṣe eré yẹn. Ẹlòmíì máa rò wípé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yẹn àtinúdá wa ni. Mo máa ń sọ mo ní ẹni tó kọ̀wé ní kẹ́yìn o ẹni tó kọ̀wé ní kẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ẹ́tùn yẹn àwa náà wípé àgbékalẹ̀ bó ṣe àjẹ́ ó dàbí ẹni wípé akọ sórí à ń sọ àjẹ́ kó dàbí ẹni wípé àwa gan-an la ní ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tí a manufacture ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn nínú wa táwọn ń sọ. Òyìnbó là ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ àmọ́ tó ti já sí Yorùbá.
Méjì náà ní sọ.
Getting to this stage, like this retirement stage, is there any aspect that you feel like you want to?
Ní ìgbọ́ dáadáa.
Ní stage tẹ̀gbẹ́ ní bíbí tẹ̀ wà ní retirement stage. Ṣé aspect kan wà tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ tí explore ní tó yẹ kẹ́ ṣe àwọn talent ẹ̀yìn?
Pé nígbà tí mò ń ṣe
tẹ́tí fẹ̀yìntì sí.
Like there any aspect that you feel like you not explore?
Tẹ́tí explore báyìí.
Tí n bá ronú sí kò sí. Ṣé dance drama ni mi ò ti kópa ní àbí musical drama àbí opera. In fact eré wa tán pè ní tí Wálé Ògúnyẹmí kọ Ọbalúayé a ṣe lórí ìtàgé a tún rìkọ́ọ̀dù ẹ̀ sí àwo. Ní ọdún tó kọjá ní Túndé Kìlání sọ fún mi wípé òun wà ní Germany lòun gbọ́ ohùn mi ló sọ pé Kola ni ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nínú Ọbalúayé torí èmi ni mo ṣe Ọbalúayé ń bẹ̀. Èpè sì ni àkọ́kọ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Olúayé máyé ṣàpọ̀nà bò wọ́n ilẹ̀kùn ọ̀run fàya alùgbàgbà tí ìlú mọ́fẹ́lẹ́ ìfẹ́ àjọbọ lù wọ́n lówó wọn ò fi fún mi wọ́n lẹ́wà wọn ò fi bẹ̀ mí wọ́n lájà ògún wọn ò fi mọ̀gún wọ́n lẹ́ràn òkè wọn ò fi bọ̀kè Kọ̀lá tí múnú Olúkòso dùn wọn ò fi fún wọ́n sá mi tì wọ́n sá ògún wọ́n sá egún wọ́n sá orò wọ́n pọ̀rún mi làtì wọ́n ní kí lẹ́bọra ó ṣe ẹbọra ẹ dìde Ògún mo pè ọ́ ọ̀sán ìyàbẹ̀dùn kò ní kí ni máa gbọ́ Ọ̀rúnmìlà tí sanwó sẹ́rìnmọ́yé gbogbo ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó wá gbọ́ ni ó wá bá mi lé wípé rẹ́kọ̀dì yẹn ìgbà wo la ṣe mo ní 1975 la ṣe rẹ́kọ̀dì yẹn pẹ̀lú ọ̀gá wa Akin Yuba. Ṣe rí iṣẹ́ yìí tí ó bá ti wọ̀yàn lẹ́jẹ̀ tán èèyàn ni mo fi sọ wípé kò dàbí ẹni pé aspect ẹ̀ kankan wà tí mo regret pé mi ò kópa. Mo kópa ní atọ́ka ṣẹ́yìn mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní atọ́ka tí ìdáyé ń gbà náà atọ́ka Ṣẹ́gun Ṣófọwọ́tẹ̀ òun ni editor ọ́fíìsì wọn wà ní Èkó nígbà yẹn ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n ń pè ní Ìlúpéjú Industrial Estate ibẹ̀ lọ́fíìsì wọn wà wọ́n jẹ́ Academy Press àwọn ni wọ́n publish atọ́ka yẹn wọ́n á wá bá wa eléré wọ́n á máa yà wá bọ́kùnrin ṣe gbé fọ́tò dání a máa ṣeré wọ́n á máa yà wá ọ̀rọ̀ tá a wá sọ yẹn wọ́n á máa fi sí ẹnu àwòrán wa wọ́n á wá fi ṣe ìwé wọ́n á wá máa ta wọ́n wá pè ní atọ́ka. Àwọn eré wa tá a ṣe ń bẹ̀ a ṣe Orogún Adédìgbà a ṣe Kúyẹ̀ a ṣe Fòwúrakú a ṣe àwọn Ògúnmọ́lá náà ṣe pa one drink card wọ́n ṣe gbogbo àwọn atọ́ka nìyẹn mo bá wọn ṣe yẹn. Èmi ò rí aspect theatre tí mi ò bá wọn lọ́wọ́ sí. Ijó àjò opening glee àjò closing glee akọrin àbí acting mo act ní Yorùbá ìgbà tó lóyìnbó tún dé mo tún bẹ̀ sí act lóyìnbó ìgbà tí sinimá wá dé mo wá tún gbogbo experience tí mo ti ń lò kó bọ̀ láti orí ìtàgé mo wá dá lérí sinimá. Ẹ rí wípé ẹni tí ó bá ní àǹfààní láti kọ́kọ́ ṣeré orí ìtàgé tó bá wá bọ́ síbi sinimá yóò yàtọ̀ fún àwọn tí wọ́n kàn déédéé ẹ̀rùn démodọdẹ ẹ̀rùn démodọdẹ tí wọn ẹlòmíì á ní òun ò lọ́gàá òun kàn ń ṣeré náà ní irọ́ ló pa bó tiẹ̀ lọ́gàá tó ń pè ẹ́ kalẹ̀ tó ń kọ́ ẹ ẹnìkan lòun wò bí àwòkọ́ṣe. Nísìnyí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bàbá Lérè Pàímọ́ bó ṣe jọ́gàá wa bó ṣe jẹ́ àwòkọ́ṣe. Ìgbà tí mo tún débi olóyìnbó Jìmí Ṣólánkẹ́ kọ́lọ́hún ó fọ̀run kẹ́ àwọn àwòkọ́ṣe mi nìyẹn tí mo ṣe nígbà tá a wà ní orí olókun. Téèyàn bá ní ẹ̀bùn ó ti nílò láti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́. Ẹ̀bùn nìkan ò tó ẹ̀kọ́ nìkan ò sì tó béèyàn ò bá lẹ́bùn lè kọ́ kó mọ̀ o. Méjèèjì ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ tó fara pẹ́ra wọn báyìí. Ẹni tí ò bá lẹ́bùn lè kọ́ kó mọ̀. Ẹni tó bá sì lẹ́bùn tí ò bá ní ẹ̀kọ́ tó rò wípé torí pé òun ti lẹ́bùn yẹn á kù síbi kan á mẹ́hẹ̀ níbi kan.
Tẹ́ bá jókòó sá tẹ́ bá tó rò sẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹ̀ ti ṣe sẹ́yìn báwo lè ṣe máa fi tẹ́ bá rántí gbogbo àwọn bẹ́yẹn bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sà gbọ́n àwọn eré tẹ́ ti ṣe sẹ́yìn àwọn
èmi á máa fira mi rẹ́rìn. Mo rí eré kan tá a ti ṣe tipẹ́tipẹ́ ní àgbà sinimá black and white. Mo ṣe ọlọ́pàá ńbẹ̀ mo ṣe kọ́pù ọlọ́pàá ó wà lórí fóònù mi àwọn kan náà rí tán sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ mo sì ń fira mi rẹ́rìn. Mo ṣe kọ́pù ọlọ́pàá ọmọkùnrin yìí wà ńbẹ̀ kọ́lọ́hún ó fọ̀run kẹ́ Ọmọlókun òun náà wà ńbẹ̀ Sàká wà ńbẹ̀ Sàká èmi ni mo ṣe ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá ẹnìkan wá kúnú àwọn tán jọ ń gbélé mo wá ṣe investigation mo káwọn ọlọ́pàá lẹ́yìn nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo ń wò mo rẹ́rìn pé ṣémi náà ní dẹ́ mo rí i pé mo dúró ṣámúṣámú ńgbà yẹn kì í ṣe ìsinyìí tí mo rìn ẹ̀gẹ̀ẹ̀gẹ̀. Ṣé rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń ṣe sinimá wọ̀nyẹn ìgbà míì róòlù tí wọ́n ti dàgbà kọjá ẹ̀ wọ́n á wá fira wọn sí torí páwọn ni wọ́n lówó tán fẹ́ fi ṣe yóò sì mẹ́hẹ̀. Ẹ wá ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ẹni tí ó suit sí róòlù yẹn. Ẹ wò nígbà tí mo ṣe Bàbá Ìṣọ̀lá náà ló kọ́ yẹn o àti ṣe lórí ìtàgé dáadáa kó tó wá di pé àṣeṣe sinimá. Ṣé bí mo ṣe wà nígbà tí mo ṣe mákò yẹn kéèyàn wá tún ní kí n wá ṣe mákò nísìn ṣé mo lè ṣe ṣùgbọ́n kí n wá sọ pé torí pé èmi ni mo lówó tí mo fẹ́ ṣe èmi ní í ṣe mákò. Ṣé bí mákò ìgbà yẹn ṣe ń rìn ni mo lè rìn nísìn ṣé mo lè rìn bí mákò ìgbà yẹn kán ní kí n wá sọdẹ́ wálé gan-an nísìn ṣé mo lè ṣe ọdẹ́ wálé bíi tìgbà yẹn. Ẹlòmíà wá torí pé òun ló ń lówó lead role ọmọkùnrin kan ó wá fira rẹ̀ ṣe nínú eré ọ̀hún owó eré ọ̀hún ó ti pẹ́ náà díẹ̀ ó wá fira rẹ̀ ṣe youth corper. Ìwọ tó dàbí grandpa ó wá wọ ìwò youth corper ó wá fira rẹ̀ ṣe youth corper bí ìgbà tó ń fira rẹ̀ rẹ́rìn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn náà ẹ̀rín pa iní ìsìn ìgbà tí mo sọ ó fira rẹ̀ ṣe youth corper ẹni tí ó dàbí grandpa. Irú èmi nísìn wọ́n fún mi mò ń ṣiṣẹ́ o mo sì ń ṣe sinimá o bọ̀ tó ní ojú róòlù tí mo lè ṣe mi ò lè ṣe àwọn róòlù tí mò ń ṣe nígbà yẹn mọ́. Ìkan wà tí ó ṣe pé inú ilé láti ṣe orí àga mi náà ni mo ti jókòó tí mo ṣe ọba mo sì ṣe. Ìkan tí a tún ṣe láìpẹ́ inú àgbo ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ yẹn ní ilé mọ̀mọ́ ńbẹ̀ yẹn láti ṣe mo sì ṣe dáadáa torí pé kò la gìrìgìrì lọ agbára mi gbé mo ti dàgbà lẹ́yìn mo tún ṣàìsàn so mi ní okun láti máa tẹ̀lé gìrìgìrì bíi ti ayé ìgbà kan mọ́ kí n wá sọ wípé ẹnìkan gbówó fún mi kí n ṣe sinimá kí n wá fúnra mi ní róòlù pé kí n lè bá hàn bẹ́ẹ̀ púpọ̀ kí n fúnra mi ní róòlù tí màá ti máa ṣe wọn á ní àkílẹ̀ lè ń ṣe nígbà tí mo bá ń tẹ̀lẹ̀ bí ètí ó lù kí láti ẹ̀sọ́ níbẹ̀ rẹ̀.
ni mo fẹ́ bèrè sá ṣé tẹ bá rí bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ tí àwọn generation tiwa àtàwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn lè sọ Yorùbá wọn lè Yorùbá náà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà rí wá jálura wọn ó lè sọ Yorùbá tó tẹ̀ fún wa lógidi Yorùbá ṣé ó máa ń kọ́ yín lómi inú pé kí ni bá àlàṣe wa débi bá àlàṣe bára wa níbi tá a wà yìí.
Èmi a máa ń wò ó tẹ́lòmíì bá ń sọ Yorùbá báyìí kì í ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣeré orí ìtàgé gan nìkan o àwọn míì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àwọn míì tán pera wọn ní sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tán bá sọ̀rọ̀ míì kò ní bá tí ó ń lọ mu àwọn àkànlò èdè míì wà tí àwọn èèyàn ń ṣì lò tó o bá mọ nǹkan béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó rò pé ó yẹ kó mọ̀ tán bá fún ẹ ní róòlù nínú eré ní tí o kọ́kọ́ máa ṣe bí wọ́n ṣe kọ́ àwa ni wípé gbogbo orúkọ tó wà ń bẹ̀ wàá lọ kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń pè gbogbo orúkọ èèyàn orúkọ ìlú orúkọ ẹranko orúkọ nǹkan tó wà nínú eré yẹn ìní o kọ́kọ́ tó o bá mọ̀ kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan lèèyàn mọ̀ tán bí mo ṣe dàgbà tó yẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ni mi ò mọ̀ tí mo tún láti béèrè àìdàgbà mọ akínmọ̀rin nígbà tí ò sí lórí títì ó lè mọ lọ Ọ̀yọ́ nígbà wọn ti bí ọ títí tó fi dàgbà kó mọ̀ mọ́ akínmọ̀rin torí akínmọ̀rin ò sí lórí títì ọ̀yà kúrò títì ni àwọn míì wọn á fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá ṣùgbọ́n wọn à ní béèrè bó ṣe yẹ kí wọn ó sọ àgbékalẹ̀ wọn á wá mẹ́hẹ̀ lójú ẹ̀ tí ò bá mọ̀ wọ́n ṣe dáadáa o ṣùgbọ́n lójú àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n á rí wípé ó kù síbí kan.
Then last one sir a ní kí n rè kó gbà ní ìgbàlẹ̀ celebrate birthday ṣé wọ́n yìnbọn náà ti.
mo ṣe 70th birthday mi 8 years ago ó kọ ọdún méjì báyìí tí mo máa pé 80 ó kọ ọdún méjì tí mo ń sì ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ k'Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè kó ṣọ́ mi torí mo ti ṣàìsàn gan láti bí ọdún 5 mo ní àìsàn àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n pè wọ́n lẹ́ni tó bá ti dàgbà díẹ̀ ní mọ́ mú enlarged prostate ìsétọ̀ ni Yorùbá mọ̀ pé ó bá mi jà gan láti bí ọdún 5 òun ló sọ mí di ẹ̀gẹ̀ẹ̀gẹ̀ báyìí ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run mo wá ń retí kọ́dún méjì yẹn ó lù bá mi láyé àti lálàáfíà kí n pé 80 kí n wá ṣe birthday mi ọdún mẹ́wàá ni mo máa ń ṣe ìgbà tí mo pé 50 mo ṣe ìgbà tí mo pé 60 mo ṣe ìgbà tí mo pé 70 mo ṣe mo ń retí kí n pé 80 ní ọdún méjì sísìnyí March 26 ní birthday mi. Well, Yorùbá ní láníhun tán kò lè níwò ẹṣin bó ti lè wù kéèyàn ó gàǹgà tó góńgó tó á sì kù àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n rò pé ìbálẹ̀ lè ṣe báyìí o ìbá ní kíní báyìí o ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn láti dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wípé ibi tí mo dé lónìí ó fún mi láǹfààní láti débẹ̀ ní ti ọmọ Ọlọ́run fún mi lọ́mọ àwọn ọmọ rere ní ti ipò Ọlọ́run gbé mi sípò dáadáa àbí nígbà téèyàn bá jẹ balógun ṣé wọ́n fi ọ́ jẹ ẹ̀kẹfà ìlú ọ̀wá ń bínú ṣé èèyàn 6 ló wà ní gbogbo ìlú ni mi ò lè sọ wípé èèyàn ò ní gbogbo nǹkan tán ṣùgbọ́n èyí tọ́lọ́run fún mi mo gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́lọ́run fún mi àwọn ọmọ mi wọn ò kẹ̀yìn sí mi, wọ́n ń tọ́jú mi ní ọjọ́ ogbó mi nígbà tí mi ò lè bẹ́ kiri káàkiri bí mo ṣe máa ń lọ location tí màá lọ títí di ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn èmi ni mò ń wa ara mi. Mo máa ń wakọ̀ lọ sí Lọ́kọ́jà títí di ìgbà tí mo pé 73 tí ìsétọ̀ yẹn wá bá mi jà. Nísìnyí mo sì ń wa mọ́tò, mo ń wa mọ́tò lọ church, mo ń wa mọ́tò nígboro ṣùgbọ́n mi ò lè wa mọ́tò lọ ìdálẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Àwọn míì tí wọn ò dàgbà tó mi wọ́n ti kú. Àìsàn tó ṣe mí tèmi wà láàyè yìí mo lè ka àwọn èèyàn 6 tí mo mọ̀ tó ṣe pé ló pa wọ́n tèmi sì wà láàyè. Kí ni èmi dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run fún.